May I speak from personal experience as a white person? This is the whitest white girl who has ever whited.
7 days! 7 days! 6 nights until your death. Because after you hear this review, you might want to kill yourself watching the movie review extravaganza. That's right, y'all do it. Ganza. You got some soul in there. You like Ganza.
Can I use my shoe polish now?
He really is trying to be black, man. Look at him.
Oh, you just now noticed.
Yeah, man. You'll get there. Keep hanging around us, man. You'll get there one day.
Pumped to talk about those rangs.
That's a place to start right there. Not like the white people say it rings, but rangs. Let me hear you say it.
Rangs.
Man, you this close to getting your Negro card. But welcome, people, to the show. I am one of your critiques, Corey Coleman. Over here, I got the great Corey Goodwin.
Hey, how you doing?
And, Corey Goodwin.
Hey, there you go.
The great Corey Goodwin.
Hey, guys.
And soon to be black, our resident white dude, Gertz. How you doing?
Yo, homies.
Hey, dogs.
What's crack-a-lacking, folks?
What's hanging?
Don't get them ambitions, man. We're going to start out with the only movie that we have this evening. And we're going to bring on Will. I see you came in. I'm going to bring you in a little while. Will's going to do his own review, but we're going to knock this out with the three of us right here. And that would be Rangs.
Plural.
Rangs. That y'all remember The Ring. And that was actually 2002 when that came out. I remember it just like it was yesterday. You know, this is a remake of the Japanese horror film
Ringu.
That's right. You speak Ring. Son, you speak Japanese, don't you?
Chinese,
same thing.
Sure.
But you know. Sorry.
Damn, Andrew. Andrew's the whitest guy in here was the most offended.
It's like, as a Japanese person, I'm offended by that.
Yeah. He's never even met a Japanese person.
I'm offended by that.
He's met vampires before.
In honor of my imaginary Japanese friend,
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Even Pikachu hiding like, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. All right, Andrew, sit your ass down. Andrew.
Oh, Felix 2.0.
All right. Neil, sit his ass down. Thank you. Yeah, Neil, give him his tranquilizer shot. Yeah. I like the way Neil has to be his handler. Neil, did you see this?
Stop, chill.
Sit down.
Tranquilizer dart. Like Jurassic Park.
But y'all remember The Ring back in 2002. That was a surprise hit, and not only was it a surprise hit, but it was also considered to be one of the better films of the year. It's based on a Japanese horror film, 1998, as my man said over here, Ringu. And when that came out, a lot of people were saying, well, the reason why this is considered to be one of the finest films of the year is because it's not just horror. It's that artistic horror. Mm-hmm. You know, it was a lot. It was almost like watching for half the film an art house film.
Yeah, or a student film trying to kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Killer student film. And that's why people were surprised when 2005, The Ring 2 came out. One of the worst movies of the year.
Ring 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, man. Don't insult Electric Boogaloo like that.
Ring to the Lost World.
The Lost Well. You know, this movie was considered to be one of the worst of the year when it came out. And so that's leaving a bad taste in fans because they're like, man, you know what? We don't want to end on that note, especially over in Japan where it originated. They don't even give a shit anymore. They got this Jason versus Freddy thing going on. They got The Ring versus The Grudge.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they going Godzilla versus King Kong with this shit, you know?
Jesus.
I kind of want to see that, though.
Yeah, no, I'm being serious. You know, this needs to have somebody come in and save it. Will this be the one? Rings? I mean, they said if one ring can't do it, we need 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 more. We got a whole team of rings right now.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh, okay.
So this is your fault.
You know, it's a piece of shit. I ain't gonna even try. You know,
I was like, how long can you keep this
I ain't gonna
up?
keep. That ain't even our review yet. I'm gonna show you the trailer right here. But we usually do these movies on Friday because they're usually bad movies when we review them on Friday. And I do them drunk. And the reason why I'm not drinking today, I said, fuck no. This man, I ain't about to kill myself for this bullshit right here.
This movie made you drink Fist City.
I'm drinking a beer called Fist City right now. It's a beer that gets all up in your ass, and it's better than what I've been watching right here. You know, this is, man. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even. I'm telling you right now. You grabbing your keys and about to go out and see this movie. Sit your ass down and listen, this is a piece of shit, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let's go ahead and watch the trailer for Rings first, and then we'll get into the review. You know she been licking pussy, man. You know she wow. You know she been going down for a minute.
The last time I hang out with those natural girls.
She been going down on her friends so hard she got hairballs coming from. I want these motherfucking ghosts off this motherfucking plane right now. You know,
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
I forgot about this trailer, man. They basically show you the whole movie.
They show you the whole movie.
And a lot of shit that's not in the movie.
Yeah.
That's like some Bye-Bye Man level shit.
Yeah, and you know what? Didn't need to be in the movie because this shit is long enough as it is. Too long.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something about this. It's not like it didn't have potential. I mean, because it got to the point where they said, look, man, this is 2017. Fuck that VHS tape. You know, we going on the internet now. We going viral.
We're digital, bitches.
We're digital right now, yeah. Yeah, the ghost in the movie, she's done with fucking VHS tape. She's spamming people now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Want to make your penis longer? Watch this video.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
Ghost comes out, just grab you by the dick and shit. No, this is not what I meant. But, man, it's a movie that I'm really confused about, to tell you the truth, because there's some dumb shit that happens in this, and it should have been obvious to people from day one. Mm-hmm. The moment somebody took a piece of paper and wrote the title on there for the script, they should have said, you know something, this is stupid. This is wrong, because I'm watching this, and if y'all looked at the beginning of the trailer right here, they have in the movie, they tell people 7 days to this day, at this time, check your watch.
To the minute.
Mm-hmm. They tell you when you're going to die. With a girl coming out the television.
Yeah.
And when people find out, you would think that they would probably leave the house, get off the grid, go somewhere. People know exactly when they're going to die, and they stay at home in front of the television, knowing that shit's going to happen. And when they tell her that she's about to die, and that girl's going to come out of the TV, not only is she at home, but she's got like a goddamn 4K 50-inch television.
I want to see my murder in high def.
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah. Wow, this death sure is clear right here.
Is this 4K?
Yeah. She got some shit she just bought at Best Buy for this occasion right here.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, and like the dude on the plane, if you watch the trailer, there was a dude who was telling the story. I was like, okay, you new to this shit. I get it. You don't know any better. But this chick that you saw in here, she takes classes for this, about the myth of this legend here.
Yeah.
Why would you have a television if you know that the bitch is going to come out of it? Why would you have a cell phone if you know she went viral? Why would you have a desktop? Why would you have a computer of any sort? That's shit. If that ain't a reason to cut the cord, then I don't know what the fuck is. That's when you go to the woods and live in a cabin, I mean, did you see the same thing I was saying here?
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that aspect of it, because I think that's kind of been a problem since the first movie. We're just like, not so much these characters knowing about this, but it's like, if you're not near a TV, what happens? If you're not near a screen, what happens?
That's the thing. Well, and that's something in the first and the second movie you can forgive, because they were a product of their times.
Right.
So like, it was really early technology.
Yeah.
So like, maybe only 1 or 2 people knew about it. On this one, you have a whole plane go down, and the girls on the plane is like, yeah, I've heard of that. I'm like, all right, so this is out. This is public knowledge.
Yeah.
And people are still getting murdered by TVs.
And you got to think about, in the first one, it was still a myth. Nobody believed it. Teenagers were like, watching it because they thought it was a joke. Like we go and stand in front of the mirror and ask for, Bloody Mary or the Candy Man or some shit. Like, we don't really expect a Negro with a hook to jump out the mirror and shit take us,
You don't?
Yeah.
Well, I don't ever get to that third Candy Man.
It's certainly dumber. It's certainly dumber in this one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, with this one, they know. They teach a college course it's called Bitch in the Well 101.
Yeah.
That comes out of a TV.
Mm-hmm. And it's got funding, a lot of funding.
Yeah.
TVs everywhere.
Yeah. That's true.
This shit offers nothing. Not a goddamn thing to this series right here. This is the most useless piece of shit prequel or sequel that I've ever seen in my life. This is useless not only as a sequel, but it's useless as a fucking film. This is...
no, he's not exaggerating.
He's really not.
He's not.
No, here it sounds like I'm being an asshole right now, but hear me out. Brother, you new here. You don't even know me. Just hear me out. Here, I've been through some shit watching this. You seen this before? Then don't judge me. It's the reason why that I'm saying that this is a shitty movie is because it's a whole film of people being told not to do something. It's a whole movie of people being they tell them there's a professor at school who is studying the shit, and everybody in class knows. They say, do not watch this tape.
Yeah.
This motherfucker goes to a flea shop and buys a broken VCR. He goes out his way and goes home and fixes it.
Oh, my favorite part of that scene is he's fixing the VCR and then it's surprise when a tape comes out of it. And he's in it.
Yeah. Yeah. He went out of his way to fix a VCR to watch some shit that people told him will kill you. This is I don't understand how you can sit down and write a script and not see how this shit. It must have been people writing this shit one page at a time. They must have just wrote a page and sent it to somebody else,
and then had somebody knock them over the head so they forgot what they wrote. Yeah, kept going.
Yeah, it's some shit right here. I know the videotape says "watch me," but of course the videotape's the killer.
Well,
everybody else says don't.
It's a very persuasive tape. It's very seductive. You have to. You saw the "watch me." I can't resist it, man.
Yeah, it's a movie full of people that are hard headed. People that's defiant. Don't watch that tape. Don't you fucking tell me what to do.
I'll show you.
Yeah. Hey man, don't die watching that tape. Don't fucking tell me what to do. I'll die if I want to.
This is America.
Yeah. In fact, go find a screwdriver and fix this shit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like you say with him, like he heard rumors about it and was like, all right, let me see if this shit is true. There are people in here that have direct warning to see other people around him, they're freaking the fuck out and getting scars and bloody noses and shit saying, don't do this. Well, I do it anyway.
I'm willing to give the first guy a little bit of slack based off what you guys said about the first one. Because when he's introduced, it's like, yeah, it's an urban legend at that point. But there's a point in the movie, it's like, no, people are like bleeding from their face.
Yeah, what are they talking about? Yeah.
It's like, okay, this is real.
I mean, before you
yeah.
The movie is boring because there's nobody to root for. There are no characters in this movie. I don't know these people. These are not characters. These are body parts. Because when they first introduce these people, they don't get mad at me. I'm talking about, damn, I didn't do it. I didn't film the shit. I didn't tell her to put her ass up in the air and then didn't be a non-character, because like I don't know who these you lead people. They are sold by their bodies before we even get to know their personalities. Yeah. And I thought I was a shallow fuck, but no, this movie right here, this girl, like the way they introduce these people, I swear they didn't even have a name. Like in the script, their character descriptions were like, young girl with nice ass.
And a 22-year-old high school student.
Yeah.
The dude is like young man with nice chest,
big ass eyebrows,
and bushy ass eyebrows.
Yeah,
I mean they actually sell these kids by their bodies first. They have a scene in here where the hero, the boyfriend, they actually force a scene where he has to take his shirt off in the middle of the street in broad daylight.
Yeah,
this movie does not sell characters here. They are just types. The movie's mostly like just young, attractive people who do dumb shit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
In that first scene of them together, right, it opens up with them in bed together, and she has like one line. She's like, "I gotta go help my boyfriend pack." Did you think she was cheating on her boyfriend?
I did.
Yeah, I was
did.
like, oh, that's funny as shit. And then it turns out, no, it's just bad dialogue because they're together.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's for a second. I was like, oh, that's really funny.
Yeah.
That surprised me in a good way. Oh, never mind.
That's what I thought too. I was like, oh shit, they already throwing twists at us. Maybe this be all right.
Yeah, because I heard you laugh too. And I was like, "Oh, nice. Oh, fuck."
They are horrible actors. That's the way that girl delivers that line because she's trying to be sarcastic. She's with her boyfriend, and she's trying to say, and the way she delivers the line is why I thought, well, shit, she must be lying because she sounds guilty as fuck.
Yeah,
I have to go help my boyfriend pack, and I was like, God damn, girl, now try it with emotion this time. Quit acting with your ass and act with your head. It's in that fucking Nightmare Before Christmas bed. She got up there and shit.
Actually, that's his room.
Is that his room?
Yeah, that's his room.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah. I don't know what 19-year-old or 22, however fuck old he is, but has a room like that.
Looking like they shopping at Hobby Lobby and shit.
Look like the guest room or his grandma's room.
His grandma's
room. We
room.
just go fuck in your room, grandma. I don't want to get my bed dirty.
That's kind of hot. Fucking in Granny's room.
I think you went to the same high
Make
school.
that movie.
You went to the same high school as that dude from Monster Trucks, man.
Yeah, trying to be in high school. Motherfucker's 35 years old.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Sick of this shit, man.
It's like I just graduated. I'm going to college.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It has no plot in it. That's the biggest thing about it. That's why I say that this is useless. I mean, because it's adding nothing to the series, whether it be the good first film or the really horrible second film. Because the plot here, if you want to call it that, it's more of a premise. It's the professor that we were talking about. He's trying to prove the existence of a soul or a spirit because, you know, obviously we got some shit coming out of a TV, so there must be some afterlife happening here. The research that he's doing requires us to go in and watch that old crazy ass black and white student art film from the first movie over and over and over again. Yeah. I can't tell you how many times in this film they make an excuse to bring up that the shit that we saw in the first movie. They keep showing this over and over again.
Yeah, you watched it at least 6 times.
Yeah.
At
least.
Yeah, shit. I was expecting that chick to come out the fucking movie screen. You know, we showed this so many times. And what's so insulting about it is that, you know, they try to go in and they say, oh, no, but, you know, it ain't like the old film. You know, this time we got the director's cut. You know, we added new footage in here.
Yeah, of a dead bird.
A dead bird.
Yeah.
And a snake.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
DC better watch out with those extended cuts. Ring is encroaching.
And it's, you know, they do this because they're doing it for 2 reasons. One is because they are trying to lazily, and I mean completely lazily, ride off of the first film. The horror part of this movie is completely not only ripping but straight up jacking that art film from the first movie, except for that fucking bird and that snake they put in there. Yep. And you know, and 2, it's because whenever this thing is not showing, this black and white movie that they keep showing us over and over again, if they don't show it, then you forget that this is even a Ring movie. Yeah. You have to be shown that. It's almost like, hey, remember, it's the Ring, because if you don't keep being reminded of that, this is a police procedural, a TV cop movie. It's just like, you know, you got these two teenagers playing fucking the Mystery Squad, going around looking for clues. Yeah. That's all they're doing is looking for clues to what essentially is not the chick in the well or the mythology of the ghost or, you know, whether there is a spirit or a life after death. They're doing it because they really are trying to find out who the killer is in this movie for something.
I wish they would just stop helping this bitch, man. Like, it kills me, dude. Like, ever since the first and the second one, at the end of both of them, and saying, no, you shouldn't have let her out the well. You shouldn't have done this. Yeah. And even people in this movie are saying, yo, you don't need to do this. She's like, I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah.
Oh, but it goes back to what we're saying. Don't you tell me what to do. I'm going to unlock this bitch. You don't tell me what. You know, it's
the curious white girl syndrome.
Oh, my God. And may I speak from personal experience as a white person? This is the whitest white girl who has ever whited. She does the whitest shit in a horror movie ever.
She's so white, she got white underneath her. You see
that? Well, yeah.
That she peeling white off of white.
Yeah.
This isn't even my final form.
Different layers of whiteness.
Like she actually has a layer of whiteness underneath her, like whiter than what she is.
It's like you're doing the whitest shit in a horror movie ever.
And did you notice that? Like they I'm offended because, you know, they know a bunch of black people gonna go see this movie and talk to the whole thing, like us. But you know,
Gertz was honorary that day.
Yeah.
Oh, we talked.
Gertz talked the most of all of us.
Gertz talked the most of all of us, so he had me laughing. I was like, yeah, you've been hanging around Goodman for a long time.
I'm quiet in the theater.
Yeah, he wasn't talking much.
But he soaked up your blackness. There was a part in the movie. I'm offended by this. You tell me how you feel, because the guy in the movie. Yeah. Damn, he does have some crazy ass eyebrows.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you.
It's Cara Delevingne's brother.
They're like, one eyebrow is trying to reach out to the other. Like, you got it? Come on, man, you almost there.
They look like caterpillars trying to escape his face.
Yeah. They trying to form one eyebrow right now. Yeah.
Fusion.
When he goes to college, just to let all the black people know and a few other people, like, hey, look, we're multicultural. He's got a black roommate and an Asian roommate, and they actually come in they literally come in and say, ta-da, multiculturalism, bye. You know, they are out.
And his name's Jamal.
Yeah, and God, really?
Yeah, remember when he called the teacher called Buddy and was like, "Hey, yo, Jamal, don't watch the tape," or something like that. I was like, no, don't do that.
Did you notice the one thing he said, like in the one scene, was to the white girl, which was, "What the hell are you doing here?"
Oh, they came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He just stepped in the frame. What you doing here?
Yeah.
But
You should be fucking me.
but he had a valid point because she was getting ready to do some stupid white girl shit. What are you doing here?
Yeah, this is amazing how bad this movie is. I mean, it is. I would give this movie, if I could give a full price for full stupidity, I would do that, man.
Oh, this went full retard.
This would be This movie is about an hour and 40 something minutes. They spend an hour and a half doing nothing, only to later become to rip off a better movie. Don't Breathe. This film was the one where. What's up, bitch? But you know, if you look, if everybody knows that movie is about a blind man that chases these kids through a house. The disadvantage is that all the lights are off. He doesn't need the lights, and so he knows his territory very well and can track them down even without sight. This is the exact fucking third part of this film.
I can add more on to that. I don't know what this trend is with horror movies going around, but fathers doing horrible things to their daughters or this other shit. Like, this happened in 2 movies we saw yesterday. This happened in Don't Breathe, and this happened. Yeah, this is a trend for some reason.
There's one thing about this I like, and it's very short.
Okay.
And I saw some potential because it's stupid. It is stupid as shit. But if it did more stuff like that stuff on that plane, like, because that was funny as shit to me, like in a funny horror comedy way, when all those videos on the back of the seat start playing the video at once for no reason at all, because she doesn't follow her own rules anymore. She just doesn't.
Yeah, you know what I would say, and I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to bring up a point about that.
Yeah.
The thing with the reason why I can't say that I think that that's good is because that's a missed opportunity.
That's true. It is. That's a good point.
Because when I saw this in the trailer, I thought it was going to go down. I thought like you said, when all the monitors start coming on and things start going crazy on the plane, I thought you were going to have like 100 little girls coming out the back of people's seats and shit.
That could have been whole. Man, you're right.
I thought,
you're
I thought
right.
JetBlue Television was going to be killing people and shit.
And
And
it already is, slowly.
If they just went like full silly shit like that,
Yes.
this could have been fun.
Yeah, and I thought we were going to get like a cool plane crash and, and that doesn't happen.
No.
I'm glad you brought up that scene, man, because first of all, people, that's the very beginning that's the opening scene of the movie.
It is.
And then it cuts to 2 years later. I'm like, all right, so I guess they're not going to show the title. And then 10 minutes later, we get the title, Rings.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is that?
It's like an episode of Z Nation.
It was like Z Nation.
Because I walked in a little bit late and I thought like, okay, well shit, I guess I missed about 5 minutes because the title wasn't up. And I sat there and got settled. I'm like, when the title came out, I'm like, motherfucker, you late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was jarring as hell. I was like, we already changed characters.
You missed like maybe 40 seconds. You did not miss anything.
Okay, I didn't think so, man. That's why I didn't come in there and ask you. You notice I didn't say what happened.
No,
I was like, 'cause I knew not a goddamn thing.
Yeah, and then we walked in and he's like, hey, yo, save me a seat. Man, this theater could fit 125 people. There was 8 people in that theater.
You don't,
us.
Yeah, that's including us.
You don't understand how stupid I felt when I said save me a seat.
When I walked in there, I was like, this dude.
When I walked in, I actually heard my footsteps echoing like I was in a cave. Corey. Vincent D'Onofrio was in this shit, man.
Yeah.
And he plays a blind person. I said, this motherfucker must have been really blind at the time he got hired, because if he could see the shit that he's in, he wouldn't do this.
I hadn't seen the trailer before seeing this, and when he popped up on screen, it was like when Carrie Ann Moss popped up in the Bye Bye Man for You. I was like, oh no.
Kingpin, no.
No. God damn it.
This is so bad,
And
people.
he does the same shit here that he did in Sinister. Let me explain the lore of this spiritual being. That's all he does in movies now.
That motherfucker gets paid to just come onto a ghost set and just explain what happens.
Yeah, to
Captain
And then that's it.
Exposition.
Yeah,
do
shitty
it.
exposition for a bad horror movie.
Yeah, this is one of the few times that I will actually look at a movie and I will say, man, if you came in here just to snatch your money and leave, fine, because I see the results of what we have right here when they actually tried to do something good and failed miserably. What's up?
Oh, go for it, man.
Oh, well, I guess I'll move on to our ratings, I guess. Yeah, because I've never really liked any of the Ring movies, to be honest, just because I've always found it weird that like the killer imposes rules upon herself in order to do things, and then she just breaks the rules anyway.
Yeah.
But she does it especially in this, where she kills people that haven't seen the video. She kills people early that have seen the video, and it's they kind of like touch on like, oh, well, the rules are changing because people are finding a way around it, but they don't explore that. To your point, it's a missed opportunity. And even as someone who didn't even really care for the first one or the second one, this one is far and away the worst one. And this is somewhat all the way through.
Mr. Goodwin.
To piggyback on what you said, yes, this chick does not follow any of the rules that she said. 7 days. She calls a person and says 7 days, but gets them in 5. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a FedEx delivery. Like, I want this. If it's gonna come, I want it to come late. I don't want it earlier than later.
Prime now.
This movie thoroughly shocked me at how bad it was. Like, I thought Bye Bye Man was gonna be the worst horror movie we saw this year, but at least that tried something. It tried. It was something bad, but at least it tried something. This was all shit where it had source material to go off of, and like you said, it would have been forgiven if you would have came in, got your cash, and jetted, but it didn't. There's the thing I say, man, when a movie makes me walk out of it mad and it affects my emotions for the rest of the night and then the next day, oh, fuck this movie, fuck you. This gets a fuck you all the way up and down. I hate Gertz.
Yeah.
I hate this shit. This shit is so bad, man.
I'm loving this.
Hey, man. Hey, now you see. Again, like I told him, you see how much worse this could be. Resident Evil don't seem so bad now, right?
No, I still think Resident Evil's worse than this.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
They're both some old bullshits.
I'm done.
Okay.
You handle that motherfucker. I'm done. I'm gonna kill him. Fuck him.
Gertz, I'm gonna slap you in the teeth. You son of a bitch.
Why? I wasn't gonna bring it up. You brought it up.
I just look at you, man. I just look at you.
All right. Keep on looking.
You motherfucker.
The camera's gonna be crooked.
You made this camera do this.
No, that was definitely you.
You think that this is worse
No.
than Resident Evil?
No, I think Resident Evil is worse than
mean,
this. That's why you threw the chair.
You think that you really do?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
Can I just? I'm glad we brought this.
Wow.
No,
I don't want to hear laughs from y'all because y'all have not seen this. This shit is this.
Oh, I'm not arguing that this movie's terrible. I just think Resident Evil is just as worse, if not even more so.
I don't. Who said that?
You're like arguing like which turd smells worse.
You can do that.
You can do that.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't enjoy either one of them being on my shoe.
This is, like I said, this is an insult not only to the first two films, and one of them is a horrible film. It's an insult to those, but this is an insult to the fans that are coming to see this. Because when they see this, they're going to get a story, an origin story to an origin story that doesn't need it. We already know the origin of this little girl. Why y'all forcing another goddamn story about where she's from? We know where she's from. We don't need that. But to come in and sit up here and try to pass yourself off along as something that's artistic and something that is visually stunning. No, bullshit. You failed on every account that you made. Every one of them. This is a fuck you. Because it's a fuck you to people who would actually pay money for this. It is a straight up fuck you to filmmaking itself. It's a fuck you to story. That was a no-brainer right there.
I'll give you this. I do think it's worse than the Bye Bye Man. Rings is definitely worse than the Bye Bye Man. I'm trying to offer you an olive branch, man.
It's too late to apologize,
He don't want that
bro.
shit. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
All right.
After you killed his family, you're going to come and say, I'm sorry. You know, don't do it.
I didn't bring up Resident Evil.
I didn't either. Who did
You
that?
motherfucker, yes you did. God damn you, Coleman.
See, I think that was payback for Toy Story too.
Yeah. I was going to get you one way or another.
And now we have Denise.
Gertz, how could you not understand?
Why can't you breathe through your nose?
One guy went to take a shit, and he never came back.
That shit was.
I was visibly upset.
I was just like, why are you talking?
Hey, you know what, Gertz? Gamefly brings to your house, to you, over 8,000 new releases and classics that are available to rent, or you can buy them for almost every system out there, current and some old systems. Like I said, man, I've been trying to put my GameCube back to work for years. GameFly's giving me an excuse to do that. And you can even try 30 days for free by typing in gameflyoffer.com/double toasted. And when you do that, you'll get 30 days for free of games and movies. Get all those things, all of them at once. Just stay in the house. Don't go nowhere, because they're all going to get brought right to your mailbox. You can also bring the element of surprise every month to your home in the form of a Loot Crate mystery box. In that box, I can't tell you what it is, but I can guarantee you it is the best in geek and gaming gear. Some people say it's like having Comic-Con brought right to your home. You don't have to leave the house for nothing. You're getting all kind of stuff. And everybody likes a little surprise every month, just a little bit. And here's another surprise for you. You know, if you go to our link, trylootcrate.com/double toasted, and you type in bridge 10, that's the word bridge and the number 10, you can get 10% off, a 10% discount on your first crate. How's that for a surprise right there? Loot Crate, bring the mystery and the surprise to your mailbox once a month with Loot Crate. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com, for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasty.